Hello students, welcome to my channel. This session will be taking up some important points and observations with respect to squares and cubes. Right students, if you look at the number system, especially the decimal system we use, the any number that you write will end with 0 to 9. The unit digit of a number will have 0 to 9. So let me just write it here students. So let's say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Suppose if I take these 10 digits students, if I square them, what is 0 square will end with 0, 1 square will end with 1, 2 square will end with 4, 3 square 9, 4 square 16 means what is the unit digit 6. So if a number is ending with 4, the square will end with 6, yes or no? 4 square will end with 6, 14 square 196 is ending with 6, 24 square 576 is ending with 6. If a number is ending with 4, its square will end with 6. If a number ends with 5, 5 square 25, it will end with 5, 6 square 36, 7 square 49, 8 square 64, 9 square 81. If a number is ending with 0 to 9, these are the squares will end with these digits. Students, have you got all the 10 digits back or any digit missing? Come on. Yes. What are the digits missing? 2 is not here. 2 is not there. Then in the among the squares unit places, 3 is not there. What else is not there? 7 is not there. 8 is not there. That means students, no perfect square will end with 2, 3, 7, 8. Because when you are squaring them, you are not getting 2, 3, 7, 8 at the unit places. So if a number ends with 2 or 3 or 7 or 8, you can conclude that it's not a perfect square, right? So that's the first point. I'll show you the typed version students. I'll show you the slide of all these points typed in one slide so that you can just take the screenshot or write down from that, right? So let me give you the explanation first. Students, now if you observe, if a perfect square is ending with 6 means what should be the original numbers? The square root should have either 4 or 6 at the unit place. So students, 14 square 196 is ending with 6. 16 square 256 is also ending with 6. So if a perfect square is ending with 6 means the square root will end with what? Means it may end with 6, may end with 4. We don't know. Depends on the number, because if it is 196 it will be 14, if it is 256 it is 16. That's why if a perfect square is ending with 6 means the square root should have 4 or 6. If it is ending with 9 means the number should have 3 or 7. 3 or 7 both will, when you square you'll get 9. 2 or 8 both will give you the same 4. 1 or 9 both will give you the same 1. Right students? So now one more thing please. Can you recall to your mind all the squares that end with 1? Okay, I will read out for you. Can you please tell me what you observe with respect to their tens digits? Students, 81 is a perfect square, right? 81 is a perfect square. Next, 121 is a perfect square. 361 is a perfect square. 441 is a perfect square. 841 is a perfect square. 29 square. 31 square 961. 39 square 1521. See, I'm not calculating. You know how to find squares using first 20. I'm just doing it. Yeah. Next, 41 square 1681. 49 square 2401. Like this, if you observe all the squares that are ending with ones, what are their tens digits, students? The tens digits are all even digits. Even means including 0. So the tens digit is 1. Even. If a perfect square is ending with 1, the tens digit is even. How it is useful to you, students? If tens digit is odd means it cannot be a square. Suppose if I ask you students, say is 15,861 a perfect square, means maybe, may not be, because it is ending with 1, the tens place is even, possible 6 can be there, but not that every number that has 6 here will be a perfect square, because students, 361 is a perfect square. Is 261 a perfect square? No. Then how it is useful for me, this point means when I ask is 15,861 a perfect square means maybe, may not be. Suppose if I ask you students, Is 15,871 a perfect square? Means my answer is straight away no. Why? Because any square that is ending with 1, the tens place cannot be odd. Then tens place should be even. Then since this is odd, this cannot be a perfect square. Yes, because all perfect squares that end with 1 have their tens place even. Similarly, students, all the perfect squares that end with 4, can you please recall? 64, 144, 324. What you observe, students? 484, 784, 1024. What you observe? Again even or not? Yes. All perfect square that end with the next 9, please. What is their tens digit? 49, 169, 289, 529. What is the tens digit, please? Again you can see it is even. When I say even, students, that also includes 0, because 2304, 48 square, 2304 is a perfect square and tens place there is 0. 2809 is a perfect square, and again here it's 0 there, right? So when I say even, it can also be 0. Is it always even? Because any square that is ending with 1 tens place even, any square that is ending with 4 tens place even, any square that is ending with 9 tens place is even. Students, one more thing. What about 6? Perfect square that is ending with 6, is it even? Can you tell me squares that is ending with 6? 16, 36, yeah, 196, 256, 576. What you observe, please? Tens place 1, 3, 9, 5, 7. So it is basically odd. If a square is ending with 6, tens place should be odd. If it is ending with 5, please, what should be this? Squares ending with 5, already told you it's always 2, 5. Because a perfect square, see, in one of the squares video we have discussed, a perfect square that ends with 5 means it should be 25 last two places, so it's only 2. It cannot be any other even digit also, students, right? Next, if a perfect square is ending with 0, no issue. When you will have 0, when original number is 0, square it will be 0. So when you square, you will have two zeros, right? 20 square 400, two zeros. 30 square 900, two zeros, right? 0, 0. So these are some of the important observations about squares. Now students, one more point I would like to ask you. If a perfect square's last two places are same, the last two digits of perfect square is same, means what it can be? Can it be 0, 0? Yes, of course. Can it be 1, 1? No, because a square ending with 1 tens place cannot be 1. It should be even. No. Can it be 2, 2? No square will end with 2, 2. Can it be 3, 3? No square will end with 3, 3. So it cannot, no perfect square will have last two digits 3, 3. Can it be 4, 4? If it is ending with 4, tens place should be even. Yeah, it can be. 4 is an even place only. See, you have 144. Last two places are possible. 4, 4. Right? Next, can it be 9, 9? No, no perfect square will have. See, I'm sorry, let me come back here. 4, 4, then 5, 5. No, if a perfect square is ending with 5, the tens place should be 2. It cannot be 5, 5. Can it be 6, 6? No, if a perfect square is ending with 6, tens place should be odd. So the last two digits of perfect square cannot be 6, 6. Because if it is 6 here, it should be odd. So 6, 6 cannot end. I mean, no perfect square will end with 6, 6. Can it be 7, 7 or 8, 8? No, no perfect square ends with 7 or 8. Can it be 9, 9? That's what I was asking you. Can it be 9, 9? No. Why? If a perfect square is ending with 9, tens place should be even. If the last two digits are 99, it's not a perfect square. So hence, if a perfect square is ending with the same last two digits, means it should be 4, 4 or 0, 0. If it is non-zero digit, means it should only be 4, 4. Right? Now student, this is about squares. What about cubes? Student, 0 cube 0, 1 cube 1, 2 cube 8, 3 cube 7, 4 cube 64 4, 5 cube 25 5, 6 cube 6, 7 cube 343, 8 cube 512, 729. See, I'm writing unit digits, please. Tell me, do you have all the digits or anything missing? 0 is here, 1 is here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all digits are getting. So like you said in square, students, if a perfect square is ending with 2, 3, if a number is ending with 2, 3, 7, 8, it's not a perfect square, you said. Can I say something like that for cube? No, a cube can end with any of these 10 digits. A square cannot end with 2, 3, 7, 8, but cube can end with any of the 10 digits there, right? Similarly, students, I was saying something about tens places of squares, but I can't say similarly same thing with tens places of cubes, because it involves more multiple. Square means only one time you are multiplying. Cube means one more time you have to multiply. More number of times you multiply, the standardization will go. That's why we cannot say. But only for one number I can say, students, if a perfect cube is ending with 5, the tens place of the perfect cube will be, I don't worry, I have the typed version, I'll show you. 2 or 7. If a perfect cube ends with 5, tens place should be either 2 or 7 there. Is it okay? Let me show you now whatever we have written. What is the first point I said? No perfect square ends with 2, 3, 7, 8. Next, what I said? Any perfect square that ends with 1, any perfect square that ends with 1, what we discussed, the tens digit should be even, we discussed. Next, what we discussed, any perfect square that ends with 4 also tens digit should be even. Any perfect square that ends with 9 also 10 should be even. That's the next point we discussed. Any perfect square that ends with 6, what should be the tens place? We said odd. Any perfect square that ends with 5, what should be the tens place? You said 2. Right? Okay. Next, I mean, you can take the screenshot of these students, or you can write down with your hand. If you write it with your hand, you will remember these things for quite some time. Okay. After that, we'll go to the next slide, students. I said, if the last two digits of a perfects are same, what should be they? They should be either 0, 0 or 4, 4. Can you tell me, students, what are the numbers that end with 4, 4? What squares? 12 square. Then what else? If you go back to the squares video, the squares first video, if you watch, you know you are taking 50 as a reference or 100 as a reference. 50 less than 100, 50 less than 100, 50 more than 100. I'm sorry, 12 less than 50, 12 more than 50. Say 12 less than 50 is how much? 38. What is 38 square? 12 less than 50, 25 minus 12, 1300 plus 12 square, 144, 1444. 12 more than 50, 62. Yes, 3844. Right? Next, similarly, students, 12 less than 100, 88. 88 square, 7744. So these are the two digit numbers that will give you, students, 44. Now next, up to 100, again 112 will give you same. If 12 square is ending with 44, 112 square also will end with 44. If 38 square is ending with 44, 138 square also will end with 44. 62 is ending with 44 means 162 also will end with 44, because the last two digits depend on the last two digits. So which are the two digit numbers that will end with the 44 means something to do with 12 means either 12, 12 less than 50, 12 more than 50, 12 less than 100. Of course, 12 more than 100 is again going to give you the same thing there, right? So this is about the last two digits being the same, please. 0, 0, of course, you know, the moment you have a number 0, square it, you get 0, 0, right? Next, what else we discuss, students? If a perfect cube ends with 5, the tens digit is 2 or 7, I said. If you want examples, 5 cube is 125, 15 cube is 3375, 25 cube, students, if you calculate, I think it is 15,625. So 35 cube, if I take again, it will end with 75. So what you observe, students, when this number is odd, you are getting 7. When this number is even, you are getting 2. Nothing means 0, no? Yeah, you are getting 2. 45 cube again will end with 25. Is that okay, students? This is about a perfect cube ends with 5. Its tens digit is 2 or 7, I said. Next, students. If I go, this is interesting. If a number ends with 0, 1, 5, 6, its nth power ends with the same digit. Yes or no? If you can go back to the video, the first explanation that I gave you, students, you can see here, if you take 0, what's happening, students? 0 square or 0 cube, it is ending with 0 or not? 1 square, 1 cube, again it's ending with same 1. Similarly, 5 square, 5 cube ending with the same 5. 6 square, 6 cube, it's ending with same 6 or not? Yes. That's what I'm saying here, students. If a number ends with 0, 1, 5, 6, nth power of the number will end with the same digits. When we come to the numbers module, you will see the unit digit concepts. That time this is useful, students. If a number, suppose if I have 356 whole power 843, because I have unit place 6, whatever may be the power, nth power, any natural power, it will end with the same 6. If a number is ending with 1, suppose if I ask you 491 whole power 587, again what happens, because unit place is 1, the last digit I am talking about, it ends with again 1. Similarly, if a number is ending with 0, it will end with 0. 5 also, you know, 5 power 1, 5, 5 square 25, 5 cube 125, it is always, it ends with 5. Right, students? Okay. One more important point, students. If a number is ending with 24, 76, its nth power ends with the same last two digits. Students, 25 power 125, 25 square 625, 25 cube 15,625. You can see last two digits are always 25. So 25 power n always ends with 25. Similarly, 76 power 176, 76 square 5776. It is always 76, students. 76 power n will end with 76. Students, these are the two-digit numbers that satisfy. No other two digits satisfy. Of course, I'm saying 0, 0, I'm not considering as two-digit number, right? If a number is ending with 0, 0, whole power will end with 0. That's a different issue. Similarly, I don't consider 0, 1 to be a two-digit number. 0, 1 power anything also will end with 0, 0, 1. But when I talk about two-digit numbers, 25 and 76 are two-digit numbers. If a 0, 0 by itself is not a two-digit number unless it is part of a big number. Similarly, 0, 1 by itself you can't call it a two-digit number unless it's a part of big number. Suppose if I ask you 901 whole power 58, how much means, I'll say 0, 1. That's okay. Now I can say that. Or 900 whole power 79, how much means, I can say last two digits will be 0, 0. But when I say as a two-digit number, yes, 25 and 76 by standalone two-digit numbers. 0, 0, 0, 1 are not standalone two-digit numbers. Right, students? These are some of the observations with respect to squares and cubes, which are very useful in competitive exams. Right? Right, students. So this is about the interesting points on squares and cubes. We'll meet again in some other video. In the meantime, if you have any questions, students, do mail to me at sr.gorantla1@gmail.com or reach me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram at srgorantla. Thank you.